Hello, everybody. I'd like to say a little bit about the Mindfulness for People with Tourette Syndrome course, and we'll be practicing, obviously, mindfulness. And I'll say a little bit about mindfulness if you're not familiar with it. So mindfulness is a super simple practice, and it's also, I shall say, super difficult. It doesn't have to be, but it tends to be. And at the same time, it's very powerful. So the way it works is that it's basically we're creating a space for us to be with our experience. And normally in our life, we don't do that. We run through our days, pretty fast, pretty driven. There's really not much space in our experience. Well, and there's kind of repetitive thinking patterns that keep cycling through, habitual emotional patterns that keep playing, and storylines that run over and over again. We do this week after week, year after year, and decade after decade. We do it, and we all do this. It's in some sense it's part of being human, and fortunately, for us over the centuries, it was recognized that we need other ways to relate with our experience. We need ways to be present. So various contemplative traditions arose, and the Greeks are doing things like this, and of course Buddhism is all about this, and any contemplative tradition has this dimension to it. So a metaphor for mindfulness is that it's like stepping out of the stream. So rather than being in the stream and being pulled along by our experience and having no awareness and no control over what happens, and no choices because the stream is so strong, mindfulness teaches us the ability to actually step outside, and you kind of look at from the side, and you can observe, and you can say, "Oh yeah, I can see what I'm doing there. I've been doing that a long time." And look the results that it gives me every time. I need to change that. And so mindfulness gives us more options because we have more clarity, and it teaches us actually to relax with what's happening. So during the course, we'll work with some sitting and walking mindfulness meditation. And we'll also work with some body mindfulness, so some body practices that are designed to help us to be more relaxed and grounded in our body, more embodied. And we'll work with some communication practices to give us more ease and clarity, and help us kind of see through some of the habitual ways that we relate with communication, and hopefully give us more confidence in our speech and in our relationships. In designing these practices, I really design them with people with Tourette Syndrome in mind, and the different things that we deal with. And they're all traditional practices that I've learned over the years, but again, I shaped them and designed them in a particular way, so that the urges to tick and the ticking are very much incorporated and are part of the technique, so that it's really not we're trying to stop ticking or anything like that. And actually, I think it's very interesting, kind of this interface with our Tourettic energies and the mindfulness. I think it creates some new awareness, and I hope and aspire that some new options for people. I know it certainly does for me. It has for me over the years. So yeah, I like that. And so I guess I'll leave it at that for now. And if you're inspired, I hope you'll join us. And so thank you very much for watching. And bye for now.